Guns on the move in eastern Ukraine. For the moment, they're silent as a shaky ceasefire takes hold. Rebel leaders say these weapons were used in the bitter fighting around Donetsk airport. On the other side of the front line, government forces have begun their own pullback. Overseeing it all are monitors from the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe. But the OSCE says it needs more details from both sides. The ceasefire has provided a boost to President Petro Poroshenko. Still, repeated military defeats and an ailing economy has damaged his popularity. But top officials say there's zero prospect of their being toppled from power.
No chances. We will fight for our country.
The ceasefire in the east appears to be largely holding, and as a result, President Poroshenko and the government here in Kiev have some political breathing space. But fighting could erupt at any moment, and if the army were to suffer another major defeat, Mr. Poroshenko could find himself under increasing pressure. On Ukrainian TV, adverts drum up support and money for the country's military. Behind the patriotic fervor lies a hard truth. The government cannot supply the majority of equipment its forces need. Instead, charities and volunteer groups are filling the gap, providing everything from body armor to medical equipment. Ukraine has introduced a general conscription, hoping to boost the army to 250,000. But the call-up has been met with a chilly response by some, like Dmitry. He asked not to be identified and said if drafted, he will not serve for fear of becoming cannon fodder.
Nobody
who's being called up right now has had anything to do with war, has ever held a gun in his hands. I fear I'd get little training. Quite simply, I fear for my life. I want to have a future.
Dmitry and many others hope a path is now clear.